Okay, in St. Kitts today, this is a rainy day, one of the rare rainy days we've had here. It's been probably the driest year on record, at least for the 14 years I've been here. But I wanted to go over some stuff with you. Actually, it's not so much on properties today. I am going to be showing you houses as I talk, so you can kind of look at what's out here in Frigate Bay. And almost all these houses qualify for citizenship, but you have to make sure that you're not close to these barking dogs, and a lot of people have dogs out here. I've told people before to go into unit developments where they have restrictions on stuff like that, and it's just a lot nicer. Anyway, I'm not here to talk to you about that. I wanted to talk to you about problems that people are having with crypto exchanges. We actually had a guy one time that tried to send some money, and it didn't come to us, and he had, of course, I think 72 hours to cancel the trade. But our broker, see, I can call right on the phone and get somebody right away. In fact, I can get them 24/7 on text, and 5 days a week I can call and get somebody on the telephone. You need this type of service, and you can get real good service, and you can get also real good rates, but you're going to have to check around. There's so many brokers out there today. I bet I called 40 or 60 of them when we were looking at one to use, and you couldn't get anybody on the friggin' telephone. I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life. There was nobody you could pick up to get the phone to talk to you. And the problem is, folks, if you can't get someone on the phone when you have a problem, you're going to have just a nightmare. If you send something through, you get a deposit address that you give someone, and then the funds don't come in, you need to be able to pick the phone up and be able to call somebody to find out what it is. And see, this is the problem you have with a lot of these crypto exchanges. I'll tell you, one of the worst ones is Coinbase. If you go on the internet, I just saw they had over 12,000 hacks. And one of the things that these hackers prey on is they prey on the fact that there's no one there to really man the phone. So if you notice something funny and they start to pull out money out of your account, there's no one you can call real quick. There's a good chance you're going to lose those funds. So really, you have to be on the ball, on the stick, and you want a firm that's doing the same thing. And I'll tell you something, Coinbase is one of the worst. And they've just got tons of complaints and lawsuits on money that's been stolen out of people's accounts. I mean, millions of dollars people have lost. And I'll tell you something too, the cold wallet's not your solution. There's these cold wallets that malfunction that don't work sometimes. That is a real nightmare if you have that, because that's thrown back on your responsibility if that happens. And there's also people that get the passwords wrong when they do that. Of course, you should be having, if you're going to be using a cold wallet, you should be having it written down somewhere and having inside your device also, in case that thing malfunctions and you've lost it, or it just malfunctions. It doesn't work anymore, because this is happening a lot. And then, of course, if you leave it with the broker, you're throwing dependency on that broker. They're going to secure that for you. But the point I'm trying to make is you need to be dealing with someone, a broker that you can pick the phone up and call them at least 5 days a week and get a live person on there, okay? And the best case is having that plus 24/7 with a chat line. That way, if something happens, that way you can do trades and business at 3 o'clock in the morning if you want to do that. But you've got someone you can congregate with if there's a problem, but most of these firms don't have that. And it's a hacker's paradise when that happens, because there's no one that you can call real quick if you notice on an email that's coming in that something's happened. You can't check real quick because there's no one to call, no one to text. You really should be looking at this, especially if you've got a lot of assets in cryptocurrencies, because you're going to see a lot of problems in the future come about with lost funds. I've never seen so many funds that were lost, just basically lost, that cannot be gotten back. And I would tell you, if you're going to be, if you want to be diligent about this, you need to be dealing with a firm that you know you can get hold of. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen. You get new videos automatically as they come out. And don't forget to hit that notification bell next to that subscribe button. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. Now, like I said, I think you're going to see more and more of these crypto brokers. They're actually going to be more regulated because of this problem with hacks. And I think you're going to get the SEC involved. And, I don't like those boogers getting involved in stuff like that. But I'll tell you something. The problem is when you make your product so cheap that the service is awful, you will end up, in a lot of cases, losing more money, okay, in the long run, just because of time and you can't get something done quickly. So you end up losing a lot more money than saving a few pennies. It just blows my mind. Robinhood's a good example. I mean, here's a guy that made a trade, and it showed where he owed about $700,000 and he couldn't get through to the people who was broke. No one will pick the phone up there. So the guy ends up panicking. He kills himself. I mean, this is the type of crap you see. I mean, it's but there's a lot of people made stupid decisions on these apps because maybe they couldn't get hold of someone to ask a question that made a difference in their decision making. And this is it's just people sometimes don't use logic. You can look for good, inexpensive crypto exchanges, but make sure, folks, that they pick the friggin' phone up. Okay, if they can't pick the phone up, don't deal with them. You're going to have a headache later on. One time we had a guy that sent us money, gave him a deposit address. For some reason, it didn't go through. Of course, when I called our firm, I can call them right away. They can tell it hasn't come in, but the fact is he can't call his firm. So if you got a firm and you send something out and for some reason it doesn't go through, you can cancel it. His firm would allow him to cancel within 72 hours. But you've got to get that cancellation in time, and hopefully they'll get it because there's nobody you can call. And this is the problem that you get. You need to be dealing with firms that you can pick the phone up and call somebody at least during regular working hours. And also, they should have a 24/7 chat line. I don't like regulators, so they drive me nuts. But I'll be honest with you, because of so many people complaining, because that's who the complainers are going to call, are regulators when they've lost $1 million or $50,000 or whatever. They're going to call the SEC, or the FBI. These are the people they're going to call, and you're going to have more regulation because so many people are losing money from this. And if you haven't lost money yet, it could very easily happen in the future. I'm just telling you ways to prevent it. You can do this. If I was you, I would go with someone that's inexpensive, but same fact, I would go with someone that that you can get on the phone, okay? And it has 24/7 chat line. Anyway, I hope this helped you, because there'll be some people out here that will lose money because they don't do this. But if you got a question or comment, put it below. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the right of your screen. You'll get new videos automatically. And also, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a passport as quick as 45 days. Go to www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We'll get back with you. We deal with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.